Hi, it's Dora here from Go for Wellness, and I'm really excited to be bringing forth some information today on supporting the hormones naturally. First, we're going to look at the endocrine system, that complex system within us that delivers chemical messages throughout the body for hormone production. We're going to touch on EDCs, that is, the chemicals in our daily life that can disrupt the smooth flow of the endocrine system. We're going to talk about how to support hormone health with awareness of dietary factors and some essential oils that can aid in the journey to balancing your hormones. We're going to look at the thyroid and the expression of imbalances there, such as hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. We're going to look at the adrenal gland and the expression of an imbalance there, which is adrenal fatigue. So here we are. We begin with the endocrine system. This system controls the way the body functions. It produces hormones that travel to all parts of the body to maintain tissues and organs. It controls reproduction, responses to stress and injury, growth and sexual development, body energy levels, the internal balance of the body systems, and bone and muscle strength. And when everything goes smoothly within this system, the body functions properly. It all starts deep inside the brain with the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus produces releasing and inhibiting hormones and controls the pituitary gland. Together, the hypothalamus and the pituitary tell the other endocrine glands in your body to make the hormones that affect and protect every aspect of your well-being. There are many glands working together within the endocrine system, and it's important to have a brief look at them and the role they play. We begin, again, with the hypothalamus. It is responsible for body temperature, hunger, moods, and the release of other hormones from the other glands within the system. It also controls thirst, sleep, and sex drive. The pituitary gland controls other glands and makes the hormones that trigger growth. The pineal gland, also known as the thalamus, produces serotonin derivatives of melatonin, which affects sleep. The parathyroid controls the amount of calcium in the body. The thyroid produces hormones associated with calorie burning and heart rate. The thymus plays a role in the function of the adaptive immune system and produces T cells. The adrenal glands are responsible for the stress response, fight or flight, and produces the hormone cortisol. The pancreas produces insulin that helps control blood sugar levels. Ovaries and testes, in women they secrete estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, and the female sex organs. In men it produces testosterone and sperm. A good functioning endocrine system is critical for well-being. There are disrupting chemicals in our food and environment, however, that can interfere with a smooth functioning endocrine system, and these chemicals can lead to compromised health. These chemicals are called endocrine disrupting chemicals, or EDCs. They are in abundance these days and are in things we're exposed to every day. The list includes contaminated water, soil, and air, plastics with PBA, industrial solvents and lubricants, pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides, textiles and clothing, children's toys and products, and personal care products. With thousands of chemicals affecting the endocrine system every single day, it's no wonder many people are suffering from hormone-related issues. EDCs can affect all hormones in the body, which means they can affect how you respond to stress, your metabolism, your reproductive system, and the growth and development of the body. From stress disorder to weight to fertility issues, many health problems can be linked to hormone imbalance. Hormones like to be in balance, and when they are in balance, well, we experience greater well-being. Just being aware of the foods we eat and asking the question about how the food was produced is a good first step toward naturally keeping or bringing the body back into balance. We're going to turn our attention here and talk a little bit about some essential oils. We're going to talk about 5 essential oils that can support hormone balancing. It's important to note here that essential oils do not necessarily cause hormones to go up or down. They support the balance by causing them to go where they are needed. And with that, let's have a look at the 5 essential oils that can be used to support hormone balancing. The first one on our list is clary sage. It's a great oil to use to help naturally balance out estrogen levels, whether they are high or low. This is a wonderful oil to use daily for anyone having issues with estrogen imbalance. Ways of delivering essential oils include putting a drop or two on a tissue and breathing it in through the nose, or diffusing it in the air with a diffuser. Clary sage can also be rubbed onto the neck or used in an oil perfume. Thyme essential oil is used to naturally support progesterone levels. A lot of women are high in estrogen and low in progesterone, and this can cause issues like polycystic ovary syndrome, infertility, ovarian cancer, and a number of other hormone-related issues. Men can have problems with low progesterone as well, and thyme oil is an option for them. Again, diffusing or applying topically is the way to go. Next on the list of 5 here is sandalwood. Sandalwood has been documented in India as being useful for improving libido because it is very good at balancing out testosterone. Sandalwood has many other benefits as well, for skin, longevity, and health, but it is specifically beneficial for balancing out testosterone. Number 4 on the list is vetiver. This oil acts directly on the nervous system and helps support the body in reducing stress. It is a powerful essential oil for issues related to stress and anxiety, especially in the case of neurological issues like dementia, tic or tremor, nervousness, and anxiety. Lavender and chamomile are 2 essential oils to consider as well to support calming down stress and anxiety. I know I snuck those 2 in. The 5th essential oil we want to talk about in this presentation is frankincense. Frankincense is great for immune issues. And this is important because if there is an imbalance in the immune system, or if there's an autoimmune disease, that can drive the hormones in the wrong direction and cause an imbalance. And so, frankincense is a good choice for balancing out and working with the immune system. Rubbing a drop or 2 on the thyroid or abdomen is a gentle way to bring support to the body and the immune system. And that will be of benefit, of course, to the hormones. And there we have it. These 5 oils can be used individually or blended to help support hormone balancing. Clary sage for estrogen, thyme for progesterone, sandalwood for testosterone, vetiver for nerves, stress and anxiety, and frankincense for immune support. Now let's turn our attention to the thyroid. The thyroid is a gland that is located at the base of the neck in the throat area, and it is responsible for regulating the way the body uses energy. The thyroid gland uses iodine from the foods we eat to make 2 main hormones referred to as T3 and T4. The hypothalamus and the pituitary gland communicate with the thyroid gland to maintain balance. The hypothalamus releases a hormone called thyroid-stimulating hormone, or TSH, that signals the pituitary gland to signal the thyroid gland to produce more or less of T3 or T4 through the increase or decrease of TSH. T3 and T4 hormones travel in the bloodstream to reach almost every cell in the body. These hormones regulate heart rate and metabolism, and it is very important to keep these hormones in balance and regulated for good health. When there's too much T3 and T4 in the body expresses what is called hyperthyroidism. The symptoms of hyperthyroidism include anxiety, trouble sleeping, irritability, increased sense of smell, irritable bowel syndrome, thinning hair, irregular heartbeat, and weight changes. Causes of too much T3 and T4 production include age, genetics, smoking, leaky gut syndrome, toxicity, pregnancy, hormonal imbalances, and food allergies. A diet rich in nutrient-dense vegetables and whole foods can help here. And bone broth is an excellent food source as it supports detoxification and helps support healing a leaky gut that can make hyperthyroidism worse. Foods to avoid to assist with supporting hyperthyroidism include gluten. Actually, it isn't the gluten that is the problem. It's the glyphosate used in pesticides and weed control that is the culprit here. Dairy can be a problem for people with hyperthyroidism. Artificial flavoring and dyes can adversely affect the thyroid as well. Sugar suppresses immune function and contributes to autoimmune disease. Packaged or processed foods are loaded with chemicals that are toxic to the body and also compromise the immune system. Being aware of what goes into the body can go a long way towards restoring health. Probiotics are great for helping to reduce inflammation of the digestive lining in the gut, which contributes to autoimmune disease. One of the best food sources for this is fermented vegetables. Some herbs that can help are basil, rosemary, oregano, and ginger. If there's too little T3 and T4 hormone production in the body, the result is the expression of a condition called hypothyroidism. The symptoms of hypothyroidism include fatigue, depression, weight gain, feeling cold, thinning hair, constipation, and more frequent colds. If these are left unresolved, they can get worse and become autoimmune, meaning the body will begin to attack itself. Causes of hypothyroidism include gut inflammation, inflammatory disorders of the thyroid, hormone imbalance, emotional stress, poor diet, inactivity, genetics, pregnancy, and medications. Again, a diet rich in dense vegetables and whole foods will go a long way in restoring health. Bone broth will help heal a leaky gut and help detoxify the body. Again, the use of probiotics or fermented vegetables and anti-inflammatory herbs such as basil, rosemary, oregano, ginger, and curry will help. Taking processed foods out of the diet will aid the body in restoring itself to good health. We really have been poisoned by the chemicals in our foods, and once we realize how important it is to eat whole, nutrient-rich foods, it gets easier to make healthy choices. Knowing how the endocrine system works and how it is affected by what it is exposed to is a solid foundation on which to build better health all around. Well, it's time to move down from the throat area here and just above the kidneys where the adrenal glands are located. These glands influence the way the body uses energy. As part of the endocrine system, the adrenal glands are responsible for the production and regulation of many important hormones in the body that help manage energy levels and the ability to handle stress appropriately. The hormones in the adrenal glands are hydrocortisone, commonly known as cortisol. It regulates how the body converts fats, proteins, and carbohydrates into energy. It also helps to regulate blood pressure and cardiovascular function. Corticosterone, this hormone works with hydrocortisone to regulate immune response and suppress inflammatory reactions. Aldosterone maintains the right balance of salt and water while helping control blood pressure. Epinephrine, also referred to as adrenaline, is a hormone that rapidly responds to stress by increasing heart rate and rushing blood to the muscles and brain. It also spikes blood sugar levels by helping convert glycogen to glucose in the liver. Norepinephrine, also known as noradrenaline, works with epinephrine in responding to stress. On the rise these days is a condition referred to in the medical world as adrenal fatigue, and it is caused by too much stress for too long. The symptoms of adrenal fatigue include extreme fatigue, thyroid problems, cravings for sweets, and irritability. People may feel tired in the morning but wide awake at night, thus the term tired and wired when referring to adrenal fatigue. Other symptoms include trouble concentrating, bags or darkness under the eyes, and moodiness. Adrenal fatigue is a condition that expresses in the body when the stress load is too high and or too long, and where the adrenal glands in the body cannot keep up with the pace. Exposure to environmental stress, lack of sleep, and poor diet and exercise are all factors that can compromise the adrenal glands. Foods that support the adrenal glands are magnesium-rich foods such as leafy green vegetables and raw nuts. Coconut oil is a healthy fat that helps sustain energy levels. Also, fatty fish like wild sockeye, salmon can help with energy levels due to it being protein-rich. Again, fermented vegetables are an excellent addition to a daily dietary regime. They are high in enzymes and probiotics and help to support energy and digestion. Some foods to avoid are caffeine, as it can interfere with sleep and make it hard for the adrenals to recover. A few cups before noon, if you must, is best. Sugar and sweeteners tax the adrenals because excess sugar is controlled by cortisol. Preservatives and fillers are difficult for the body to digest or process, and this, again, can tax the body's energy and digestive cycle. Hydrogenated oils are best avoided as well. Vegetable oils such as soybean, canola, and corn oil are highly inflammatory and can lead to adrenal inflammation. Some essential oils to consider for supporting the adrenal glands are coriander, cypress, geranium, rosemary, and ylang-ylang. A simple recipe includes mixing 1 to 2 drops of coriander with 1 drop each of geranium and rosemary and massaging into the area of the adrenal glands. You can add it to a carrier oil if you prefer diluting the essential oils. Chamomile and vetiver can help with inflammation and rest and relaxation. Lavender is a wonderful go-to for its calming effect and for helping to balance out blood sugar levels. Herbal infusions are another wonderful addition to a daily dietary regime. This is a wonderful and natural way to bring essential minerals and vitamins into the body. Alternating between oat straw and nettle infusions will assist in supporting good endocrine health. An ounce of dried herb to a quart of boiling water, letting it stand for 4 hours or overnight, and then we strain it off the herb and drink the liquid either cold or warmed. It's okay to add unpasteurized honey here. The endocrine system is a highly integrative system, and knowing how it works and what supports it will establish a strong foundation on which to stand in the journey toward managing your own health. Along with diet and essential oils, it is important to consider making lifestyle changes when it comes to hormone balancing and support. Work, play, relationships, exercise, negative people and negative self-talk all play a part in your well-being. Taking time out for self is a good routine to get into. Life can get busy, and it's important to take time for health and well-being management. Taking good care of ourselves is good for us and good for others. When we are diligent with our self-care, we set a very good example for others as well. Wellness is your birthright. Support your body naturally with high-quality whole foods, herbs and essential oils, and a healthy lifestyle, and your body will bring itself back into alignment and heal. It's that simple. Awareness and due diligence to supporting the body are the pillars to good health. Our wish for you is to be well and live abundantly.